You gotta start with your smoked turkey, wings, whatever parts you want to use. I prefer the wings. I did try the neck bones this time, which I normally don't add, but since they were fresh and different, so here we go. I'm not supposed to use a knife in here. I'm running my knife, I know that. But these are frozen. I just brought them, went down into Detroit, purchased all that to see the fat coming off. So you cook this separate. So that's part one, okay? Okay, here we go. Start. So here's the black-eyed peas. That's how much water, just enough to cover them, not a lot of water. And actually that may be a little too much starting out, but I can boil it down. I can get it up to a rolling boil and get rid of some of that. Don't put the lid on because you want those gases to escape. So that's it. So I've cleaned the greens. What you want to do is pick out the best ones, okay? The darkest greens. If they don't look healthy, they probably aren't. If they're yellow like this, I look really closely to make sure there's not any little bugs on them. That's why I get rid of the yellow ones, because I don't know if there's something living on them, killing them. And they would have no nutritional value. These are the ones I disposed of. So be prepared to lose half of the greens once you clean them, okay? So that was no good. So what they do normally at the stores, they'll mix the greens up. They'll put fresh and not so fresh together so they can get rid of them. So be prepared to lose. So get extra ones. Okay, so we're moving over here. Let's go here. You can see this boiled over. That's where you have to be careful. It got all on my stove. All that's gas coming out of these beans. That's what you want. But you don't want to boil them till they fall apart, because all of this has to cook a second time. This is a two-step process. Okay, and these are still cooking. What I don't want is to cook them so fast that I lose my broth, because that's some of the seasoning I'm going to use. Okay, so just be patient. I've been cooking now for about 15 minutes, okay? Sorry about the mess. I'm going to clean up and then I will be back. What you're looking at are the peas. See, they're cooking down nicely, nice and slow. Just barely water. Just make sure they're always underneath the water, like this. Okay. And just giving you an update. So this is maybe an hour later, I suppose. About an hour. And they're done for this process. So I could even turn them off, put the lid on, and then just wait for the turkey, because it's still cooking. It's gonna be a while. So let me show you what that looks like. It's steaming hot. Beautiful color. Look at that. It's beautiful. Just let it simmer. Don't take the lid off unless you have to. Check it for water. But okay, that's part 3. Okay, so we're coming up on the main part of this meal I'm preparing. As you realize or not, I'm making 2 meals at the same time using the exact same process. The black-eyed peas, you see how nicely they're coming. They're done actually. And now I'm making the vegetables that needs to go into each dish. I've gotten my crock pot out right here. It's ready to go. Got a little bit of oil. This thing is 40 years old, but it's nice to cook in. So I'm still working on the greens. These are the mustards. These are the turnips. So now I'm gonna blend these. I'm cooking them both. Keep cutting the onion as much as you want. Don't add the bell pepper until you're gonna use this strictly for the black-eyed peas. I don't put these that bell pepper in my, I don't put that in my greens. The greens get these and the black eyed peas. The bell pepper, only black eyed peas. This broth is going to be shared. See now, just break it. See how tender that is? That's ready to be taken off the bone. All of it's ready. Uh-oh, making a mess. Don't make a mess. It's hot though. Everything is hot. Look at that. So this could probably cook a little bit longer. It's just flavoring, basically. Getting the flavoring from the bone. So what I'm going to do now is add a little bit of baking soda to get the gas out of these. I think maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. That's going to make it foam up. So what you want to do is stir it around. See how that does? All that's coming out. Turn the stove off while you're doing that. Keep stirring. Turn the stove off. That could get dangerous. I'm in my mink, as you can see. I'm wearing a full-length mink hook in. This thing will sizzle and burn if I get too close to the heat. And so I know when to back up. That's hot. Look at that. All that steam. That's perfect. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to add it to the crock pot. Once I finish cooking these, I'm going to take some meat off the bone, add that to the crock pot as well, and then I'll be back. Okay, talk to you soon. I think this is part 4, hopefully. Okay, so this is what the turkey pieces are like now. I took them, as you can see, they come right off the bone. I even just scrape it. You can just scrape it. Just scrape it, see? Scrape it. Like that. This comes right apart, right here. These are the carcasses, and this is going to go in the greens. So I divide it. This is going in the greens. You can put these in whole because you're going to take them out. Just put them in there. I added more water to the broth, as you can see. More water, I'm letting it get hot. So I split. I'm going to put all of that over into the water for the greens. That's just like that. And these will go in the pot with black eyed peas. As you can see, I already have a lot of the turkey meat in here. And I added broth directly to this. I took half of the water from the beans. Half, okay? So what I'm gonna do at the end, I'm just gonna add more broth to these, but not all at once. I just wanna make sure everything's under water, so I need to add just a little bit of water to that. Let's see. And just a little bit more water to that. Let those cook. Okay, so here are this is the progress I've made so far. These are the turnip greens. I added them first because they're going to take a little bit more time to cook. You can see all the vegetables in there. I got some ginger. I'll take that out. I have some whole garlic pods. I'll take those out. But other than that, I'm going to add more, which are now the mustard greens. I've added my salt and pepper. I added red flakes, pepper flakes. You can taste your broth now and make any adjustments. I don't like chicken broth. I like at this point just to add pure water, cold water. I mean, not cold water, but water, tap maybe. These are going to cook down. And then you will see I'm going to add a little mustard powder to this, kind of spice it up, and some Tabasco or red hot sauce, one or the other, whichever one I have. I didn't have any jalapenos, but I have some pickled. I might add those. So these are going to cook for a little while, still on low. Cook them down Just try to get them all in there in a dome kind of. But I kept washing them. As you know, all this whole time I've been washing these greens and making sure there's nothing on them. They're perfect, clean, beautiful. All they need now is to cook, and they need a stomach. So at this point, you can see I didn't add any more water because all of these are going to cook down. They're going to add water. I could crank it up a little bit if I want. Get that going. So now I'm going to take you over to, I'm cleaning up the kitchen too while I'm doing this. I added all the ingredients. I put this in there just for flavor because I can always take it out. But you can see they're cooking nicely. So everything I gotta do now is start working on my cornbread. Keep cleaning the kitchen and take time to have myself a cup of coffee. These are peas made from my own recipe, and I cook the greens the way I was told by my mother, because I was raised on a farm. Talk to you later. I'll be back soon. I think this is episode. I started a pot of rice to go with the black-eyed peas, and I cleaned the kitchen. As you can see, the counters are all, they're getting clean. I started my cornbread. By the time you clean the kitchen, your food should be done. These are the black-eyed peas here. I'm gonna take this out. That comes out because all the flavor has been added to the broth. So these are the beans. They will thicken up though. Very hot. Yeah, so they're done. These are done. Just waiting to thicken. I'm gonna turn it down on low so I don't have that electrical burn taste. So let's go back to the stove. The greens here, I've added both greens and some of the Midwestt, and feed them big boys y'all have. Got any potatoes, just throw it in there. If you need more flavor, just throw the onion in there that was left over. Take it out when you're done. These are done. That's the greens right here. They're done. And that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed my greens, fresh greens I bought. And maybe I'll come back and share a plate with you. I'm starting on the cornbread now. Talk to you soon. Everything's done.